Hey guys, and welcome back for some more True Survival in Space Engineers. So, yeah, last time we learned that that's not the easy job to launch from the planet using our hybrid approach, and I mean on atmospheric thrusters with some support of ion thrusters. To be honest, we learned that we need just more thrusters. So that's time to rebuild this ship. As much as I want to upgrade our big ship, we need to get a nice supply of resources first. So let's start with that. I just thinking, should I try to upgrade this one or straight start building new one, maybe bigger one, maybe something like that. By the way, let me double check one thing. We have this guys with this side, and yeah, we have bigger ones. Now it's interesting question. Can we use bigger ones, and would they be better? They have a big port on their bottom. And by the look of it, they occupy a lot more space around them. That's an interesting question. Wait a bloody second. We can't yonk it there. We need to do something about that. And considering we have minuscule clearing space for these guys, they affect just a little bit of voxels, just a little bit to be enough to fit its own S. I mean, this drill S. Maybe bigger ones will be better. You know what? Let's do something stupid. And saying something stupid, I mean, let's remove these drills from that guy. And then go and put a big one. Just find some asteroid around us and try to mine it. And see how it works with bigger ones. Hopefully they make a lot bigger hole. Wait a second, why it's so dark here? Yeah, it's probably gonna be nice to have a hangar. Decent little hangar that will allow us to build stuff with comfort. That would be a nice addition for the big ship. We should think about that later on. Alright, so these drills are off. That stuff holds by batteries. Okie dokie. Let's try to yonk a bigger one. It does not wanna fit there. What a surprise. Not a surprise, to be honest, at all, but, you know. Okay, let's do something like that, maybe. And then just attach this guy, because we need it anyways. Not enough space, you're saying. Okay, what about now? Yep, now we have enough space. And big drill. Come on. Yoink. Great. What do we need here? A little bit of small steel tubes. I mean, not small steel tubes, just steel tubes. We don't have a large steel tubes here. Alrighty. Let's weld everything up and do our shot to learn how much this drill can affect our stuff. We need steel plate, compressors, and wires. Okie dokie, not a big deal. I almost sure that we had compressors, wires, and steel plates here. Ooh, we need more steel plates. For real. Okay. Well, I suppose we should have some. What my inventory full with? Okay, a little bit more steel plates and we should be all right. With this crap probably. Okay, well. Wait a second. Wait one bloody second. Why is it spinning? Wait. Let's... where my drill? It's off. It says that it's off, at least. But it's clearly spinning. Shit, I can't see a damn thing. It's because the sun behind the planet. Okie dokie. In this case, let's unpark that beauty from here. Move it somewhere like here. Come on, to utilize these lights. Oh, actually. What the fuck? Why all these shenanigans flying around? Oh, it's because I ran them down. You know what's interesting? That our gravity generator affects components, so when I lose them they fall, but it doesn't affect blocks. Huh. That's an interesting one. I mean, I can get why it doesn't affect ships, because ships needed something to be affected by gravity, but... By the way, do we have artificial masses or gravity balls? Nope. Nope. So we cannot make our ship react on artificial gravity yet. By the way, if somebody in chat know how to do that, that would be interesting. Anyways, what's wrong with that bloody drill? Why is it spinning? No, I can't see bloody drill even in this position. So let's take an advantage of our huge lights in front of our big ship. Here we go. Now we can see it, at least somehow. By the way, wait a second. Can I lower? Yeah, UI background opacity. Something like that. And now if I open it, I can't say that it's changed too much, to be honest. One more time. Let's go to 0. What about now? Nothing changed, to be honest. All right. Well, that's good to know. And we needed our drill here. So it says off. What if I switch it to mine? Nothing changed. What if I switch it to dig? Nothing changed. Okay, back to off position. Oh, now it stops. Something's off here. Something's definitely off here. Alright, anyways, we welded it up. It's connected to our network, so here is our best shot probably. Our Claudius asteroid. So let's go ahead and mine it. Why not? Yeah, this guy is not fast pacer, definitely. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. I never thought that we have bigger drills already. Okay, do we need... Oh, we actually have some resource here. Shit, I can't see a damn thing because of that stuff. Because of that huge dig that grows on my face. I mean, on the face of my ship. Okie dokie. And doesn't light up this area good enough. Wait a second, maybe can I yank this guy and replace it in a more suitable spot? Like there. Or, wait a bloody second, can I do something like that? And something like this. Come on, let me weld them. Here we go. Ah, yeah, we need these bits and pieces from here. And weld it up. Okay, is it better now? It isn't better from our cabin, but is it better from outside? Well, nope. Alright, let's try to get something. Wait a second. It makes hole barely big enough to fit its own head. What? Wait a second, we need not lead but some clear space. Sorry guys, I'm gonna cheat. I cannot stand that. Oops. Here we go. Okay, that's lead there. But here we have nothing. So let's try right-click mode. Okay. Now it makes hole big enough to actually fit its own ass. You know what? Let me mount right there our standard small drill and then try to do that. Oh, it takes a lot of resources, isn't it? Okay. Let's get rid of that temporarily. Now we don't need this anymore, and of course our lights should be replaced also. Why shouldn't they? Okay, where is our drill? And this time we need a smaller one. Like that. Okie dokie, now it's time to yank back our lights. Nope, like this one, and like that one. So, that was that hole. Let's try to make a hole with our small drill. Well, it definitely makes smaller hole, but it does it quicker, and compared to its size, I mean, it's enough to fit like 1.2 drills at least, and that's a terrain clearing mode. Okay. While for big drill, it's barely enough to fit the drill itself. What if I go in just a mining mode, not a terrain clearing mode? What do we have here in terms of size? Okie dokie, I see. So, to confidently operate in a mining mode, we need to have a bloody array of miners, of drills. Oh shit, our power is critically low. That's not a good sign. Okay, we're gonna fly like that to not waste our power. We have quite a problem here, folks. We have quite a problem here. Firstly, by the look of it. Hey, Kaksako, how you been doing? So firstly, by the look of it, we don't need a bigger ship. We can't afford a bigger ship because in this case we're gonna be kind of forced to put a lot more drills on it, which is not gonna be a good thing to do, considering their weight. But we need to put a lot of drills. A lot of small drills. That's quite interesting because for thrusters it's more beneficial to put big thrusters. But for drills, by the look of it, the best shot is our small drills. Where is that bloody connector? Wait a second, is it on a... Ah, yeah, it is on the bottom. Come on. Here we go. Ouch! Don't scratch our big ship, you bloody stuff. And why it can't connect? Oh, finally. It is connected. Now, the question is... The question is... What about our charge? So, solar panels. Key. Current max output 0. Not good. Let's turn our ship towards the sunlight. At least one side. Here we go. Alright, let's check our solar panels again. So, oh yeah, finally. Almost full output, almost nothing here. A little bit more than the half here, a little bit less than the half. And good here, and good there. Okie dokie. And now I suppose we can go check our batteries. Because, by the look of it, we got in an interesting situation here. So, they are full. So now it should theoretically charge our vehicles. This one needs a little bit more time. Okay, well, I think it's time to think about this one. We were forced to put a lot more these small batteries, and to be honest, that's not the approach that I like to take here. I'd prefer to put a big battery. So, what we probably gonna do? Firstly, yoink all of those, because we don't need them there. Then we're gonna put our big battery there. Oh, seriously, you gotta be kidding me. What prevents you from putting them in a correct location? Kidoki, and that stuff also goes there. Alright, now. Now. This guy gotta go out. That guy we don't need also. Okie dokie. And here we have that tail that goes to connector. Okie dokie. Shit, we're gonna have another problem. So, we can put only 4 drills because that's an only option considering our cargo container there. Remember, we cannot connect drills between each other because that leads to drills confusion, and they start tossing resources between them instead of putting them in the container. So it looks like we're gonna need more containers to put more drills. Not ideal, because more containers means more weight and means more problems. Alright, let's solve problems one by one, because for now it looks like I'm running ahead of me. Okie dokie. So, firstly we need to clean this place and put a bigger battery. Just for the sake of it, because we're definitely running out of our battery capacity too bloody fast. Yee, come on. Yeah, grinding down small blocks is still a huge pain here. Nothing changed so far. Alright, so that stuff cleaned. What I don't like here also is that this weird position of stuff, and that's because of battery, because I wanna keep access to our battery cells. So let's, you know what, let's just replace that battery in an opposite order. To do that we need to get rid of this and get rid of the battery itself, to now put it in, yeah, probably like that. I'm gonna leave these small batteries for now, just in case, you know. Now we're gonna get rid of that and put 2 of those here this time. Come on. Thanks a lot, game. You finally decided to put this block. Here we go. Why we need that is because our battery should slap on top of that conveyor line, not in it, obviously. Sorry. Morning cough. Yeah, okay. So let's get rid of that and put in one of those and one of these. Yep. And now finally it's time for our big battery. In which orientation I wanna put it? That's quite a question. Where is that? Aha, here they are. I definitely don't want they looking back, but looking down might be a good spot, even a sweet spot here. Yeah, because then I don't think that they're gonna yank something on its bottom. So it shall be like this. Alright, what do we need? Heavy duty plates, lead bar, motherboard, and a lot of wires. Okay, not a big deal. So, let's start from all the heavy duty plates we can fit. Ah, shit, wait a second. We need to order our lead bar and stuff like that already. That guy, this guy, and I believe we have enough wires. So, that stuff. Now, where's my lead bar? Here it is, and let's add a lot of wires. Here we go. We have a battery which should provide us enough energy to do everything, so we can get rid of these balls. Here we go. Back to its normal view. Okie dokie. Why do we have these guys there? Did I put them on purpose, or was that a temporary craziness of me? I don't know. And wait a second, why are they off? Wait a bloody second. Where is my gyros? It says that they on, but they doesn't. Wait, when we are connected through, where is this guys? This guy, nope, they active even if it's connected. What's wrong with these guys? Are they not the part of the ship? No, they are. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, folks. Did we have... Yeah, looks like we have thrust in all directions in space, so I can unpark. Aha, they're not the part of the grid. That explains... Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop bloody stuff. Don't run out of me. Stop. Come on. Don't run away. Yeah, here we go. That was closer than I preferred to see. Okay, now park. And we're gonna find the better position for them, definitely. Now, for these guys, I think we should clear our sites, because we definitely don't need them anymore. These small thrusters are basically useless. We need to put bigger ones. And you know, what I find out is that lights on a suit is basically useless, because they can't stand even a little bit shady space. Ouch, 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 ouch. Inventory full, yeah. So we definitely need to think of better lighting for our work. Come on. Yeah, thanks a lot. And now this guy go away, and all of these ones. I really missing flat thrusters here, because, you know, they might be a great addition. Alright, how can we solve this situation? I think we can go with something like that. Oh, it's huge. Shit. These stuff are real huge. But we have even bigger one? Oh my goodness. Alright. In this case, can we go with two of these? We could, if we put them in something like this orientation. They're gonna stick a little bit from the sides, but that's alright. That's alright, because that's gonna clear us space for more ion thrusters on side, which we desperately need. Wait a second, we had two before. Seriously? So that's not gonna be enough. Well, I suppose we have no other options except for this one. It probably should be covered by the drill, but I don't know. That all looks crazy. Okay, well, we're gonna solve this problem later. So these guys gonna go away, because I wanna replace them with something here. I think we can go like that. If we was forced to use that guy, why can't we put one here and one there? See, no bloody reason to not do that. Shit, it doesn't fit. Why it doesn't fit? Because of that small abomination here. Okay, let's remove it. Now, give me the... no, give me that stuff. And we need it in this position, and now it should fit here perfectly. Here we go. Side to side thrust, and now we need forward and backward thrust, and I believe that we can do that with these ones. We can remove those and probably remove this also because it looks strange now, and we can remove this one. Okie dokie. So for backward thrust it's not a big deal, but for forward thrust it might be a little bit of a problem. And we need a lot of forward thrust because obviously this is a drill guy and it's gonna be face it down a lot of time. Okay. I believe we have no other options except for yanking something like that, and right below it something like this. Does it look awful? It does, but you know, I see no other options to achieve needed thrust here. No, I wanna be in the middle of that block. Something like that, yeah. And something like this. Okie dokie. Now, thrust there, thrust down, and the only stuff we are missing is thrust pointed up. And in this case, I think we can afford going with small ones. Come on, can you put them? Yeah, like that. And where is that position? Come on, like this. Good. That should give us all we need. Everything we need here. So let's start with those small ones. I'm not gonna prettify this ship just yet. We're gonna just yank all the thrusters we need, yank all the drills we need, then go to the planet and check them out. And only if this piece of craziness works, only then I'm gonna work on prettification. So we need a little bit of these. We definitely don't need those. And I believe, no, not this one. Motors. Motors. What we are missing here. Key. Like that. More motors and blades. More motors and blades. Should do the trick for us. Here we go. All that thrusters welded. Now, what do we need for you? Heavy duty plate and combustion chamber. I don't think that we have combustion chamber yet, so let's take a look. Combustion chamber we go. All of that gonna get out because we need that, we need this, and we need those.
Inventory full.
Yeah, inventory full. That's crazy. Here we go, that stuff welded. Hopefully now that guy gonna have enough thrust. Okay, I don't gonna move this guy because it's not on our way. But what I really wanna do is how much thrust we have pointed forward. Only this one, and to be honest, I'm not happy with its position. I probably would like to get rid of all this side stuff because let's try to think about that a little bit more. We need a lot more down thrust, a lot more than we had before. And wait a second, it looks like we didn't have down thrust at all. Well, that's definitely something that we need to fix. And I think we can start with something like that. And something like... Wait a second, where I put it there. Aha, I see. But here we have this guy, which we definitely don't need. And now we can put it in the same exact position. Like that. Good. That shall do. Then here should our drill go. Which actually we're gonna do like right now. Let's put both of those back. This one and that one. Now. Now. We need more of these. And how we can do that? More thrust pointing down. Because that's gonna be our main problem on track of going out the planet. Actually, why can't we just do something like that, and maybe even two of those, like this and like that, should be good enough. And the same exact stuff here, like that, and hopefully that's the right position. I'm not sure, to be honest. Come on, let me look in. Yeah, it looks okay. Let's weld everything up. Why can't we weld it? Wait a second. It's interfere with what? Aha, so it's interfere with this guy. I see. Not a big deal. In this case, let's weld it first, and then young the second one. No, like this. Okay, that shall do. That shall do for that, and that shall do for this. Which means that if we put our drill right here, we can add second forward pointing thruster right here, which will be nice. Now we have enough down thrust. Definitely we have. I think that's enough. One thruster pointed up, it's enough for our up thrust. We're gonna have enough forward thrust. What we're heavily missing here is back thrust. And where we can yank those two back pointing thrusters. You know what? It looks like I did find a nice position for them. The only thing that I probably should do first is a little bit extend our dead guys. Like this and like that. Just in case we need them, you know? Because for some reason I put them on top of the ship. Okay, we need only construction components and motors. So let's grab all motors and all construction components and weld them up real quick. Interesting one. Okay, now back thrust. Yeah, like that might look okay-ish and even might be hidden behind the drill. So now we need a bunch of steel plates and stuff like that, but first we heavily need to go grab some energy. Because otherwise, sooner or later, I become being dead, which I don't like. Ah, shit. We have a new fancy one, exactly. Oof. Let's go back and finish our little project. It's not even close to be little, to be honest, but, you know, I'm gonna call it little for now. Yeah, not too good way out, but we have what we have. Here we go with that one. Here we go with this one. Now that guy. Good. Now let's finish up this one. A little bit more thrusters pointed down. Back thrust, why not? And these guys. Okay, we end up having what? 6 thrusters down. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. Hopefully. We missing one more forward thruster. Come on. Like that. Nice. No, not nice. It looks like it's interfere with the reel, doesn't it? No, it might not. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, what do we need for the reels? Steel plates, wires, and compressors. We don't need that anymore. We need these ones. Let's take 20 wires and all the steel plates we have. Idoki. Missing some compressors. Wait a second, didn't this guy had some resources? Just steel plates, I see, okay. Where is all my compressors? We have enough of them. They're just hiding. Here we go. That one, this one. We need 2 more compressors. My goodness. And that's just components. That's not... Oopsie daisy, that wasn't what I was about to do. 2 more compressors, please. Can I have them? Okie dokie. This one welded. That one welded. Now, the question is, can I... This guy is connected there. I'm just thinking that I'd love to yank at least 2 more drills here, like there and there. But to do this, we need another container. Wait a second, maybe I can put smaller one container right here. Does it has any? It has connection point. So if I yank it like this, it should allow us to put more drills easily. So let's do that. Because I'd like to at least double amount of drills on our ship. Because I wanna drill with confidence. Not with evidence. Alrighty, so we need that. Get rid of this, get rid of that. And now, if we're gonna put this guy like that, it will attach to the lower one. For this drill, we're gonna connect it from the top, while for 2 more, we're gonna probably connect them like that and like this. Yeah, here we go. That should do the trick for us. Let's weld everything up. Okay, we're missing steel plates and motor and a little bit of construction components. Okie dokie. Motors, construction components, and a lot of steel plates. Here we go. And here we go. Okay. Time to, connect everything up. Yep, we need a corner here. Come on. This guy, one more corner there. What? Ah, shit, this drill become disconnected. That's not good. Ouch, and inventory full. Everything in a wrong moment, isn't it? Okay, we grab these bits and pieces. Now let's get rid of the drill and grind down those guys. Shit. That wasn't my plan here. That definitely wasn't my plan here. Okie dokie. So that stuff should go like that, I believe. And now we need to just connect it there. And now 1, 2 things should allow us to put our drill right back. Nope, it should be 1 block lower. Okay. Yep. What? What do you mean it doesn't fit? So it should... Wait. I just need to weld them up. I see. That explains. This game plays its dirty tricks on me again. Okay, we need more steel tubes. Can I have more steel tubes, guys? Probably could. Why not? Okay. Now welding that stuff up. Welding this stuff up. And yep. Now, can I yank our drill here? Drill. Yep. Thanks a lot. I can. Magnificent. It looks like I could even yank it closer. Could I? Because... Wait a second. We don't need that or what? Now let me try. With ease. Okie dokie. What we're missing here? Compressors and steel plates. Okie dokie. Where are compressors? We should have them. Have only one here. Did I lose them somewhere there? Or did they manage to fall all the way down and was lost forever? Probably they did. Shit. Alright, well. In this case, we have nothing else to do but produce new ones. And we need 5 of those. That's what I meant when I say that's ordered requirement to put components in order is a bad stuff. It's clearly the bad stuff. Shouldn't be like that. Alright, anyways, these guys. This ship becomes to be quite an abomination, isn't it? Okie dokie. It sticks forward just a little bit. Here they are. Guess what? Looked right in my face, and I didn't notice them. Alright. 2 more drills, I said before, so let's do that. Let's do that. And to put them, we need to get rid of that. Yeah, I think that should be enough. Now get rid of this. And it looks like I managed to, grind down this block a little bit more than I wanted. Okay, now can I put you in a position like that? No, not exactly like that. Come on. Ah, shit. You got to be kidding me, bloody stuff. Like this. We cannot get rid of that gap for some unknown reason. Looks fine now, though. And now we have gap on the bottom. Shh. Alrighty. You gonna play these dirty games on me. And I can move it in 2 directions. I mean, I can't move it in 2 directions. Yeah? Yeah, and when I look there, it tries to put the bloody drill higher. Alrighty. So what we gonna do? We gonna solve this problem with these guys. Not exactly like that. It should be like this. And I believe that firstly we need to go something like that, and then should be able, yeah, as soon as we weld them up, we should be able to put another corner there. Something like this. And then something like... What? Now what? Now what prevents you from doing that in a correct order? Like that. Come on, weld it up.
Suit energy low.
Ah, shit, my suit energy low. Again. Okay, what if I put you, I yank you like that? Is it the right position? It is the right position. Look at that. Just beautiful. Alright, so let's repeat all that shenanigan there. It was something like this. And yeah, we need to weld them block by block. No other options. Nope. Like that. Then it goes... Then it should go like that. And finally... like this. Good. Here we go. Okie dokie. Great. We're gonna need 12 compressors. So let's order them. Here. Compressors. Can't I? No, I can't type there. Alright. While they are in production, I'm gonna grab a little bit more energy for my character's suit. And also grab a little bit more energy for myself. So what I'm gonna do is to jump in there, find the right angle on all this abomination. Can I... actually, yeah, I prefer to do something like that. Remove these guys and be right back, folks. And we're back. So let's continue our struggling here. Okie dokie, what do we need is compressors. Here we go, and a little bit more steel plates, I believe. Let's take a look. I'm really happy that we checked those big drills first and only then constructed that abomination. Because if we don't do that, we'll be in a fairly bad situation with huge heavy drills on a planet that are basically useless. Okay. Is that enough? It might be a good thought to add 2 more drills here, but that will require moving those thrusters, which I don't particularly like. Also, it looks like a good decision to move these guys higher, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Well, that should be okay-ish. Let's take a look at our energy, 66%, and we have one big stuff. Okay, let's unload it real quick. And then we can go and actually do something with that. So, Green Hornet, remove that, remove this. And it's not a green anymore, but it's still a Hornet, definitely. Okay, we have antenna, we have this guy. Let's try, shall we? So, on park. Okay. Now I wanna check. Yeah, 53% of power when all our thrusters working is good. I wanna remove this group and put all these guys in separate group. Athmo, thrust, let's say, and all these guys in group also. That's gonna be ion thrust. Ion thrust. Here we go. Now we can off Atmo thrust for now. Yeah, they trying to fry those Atmo thrusters on back a little bit, but I believe that's fine. And I think we should be focused on iron right now, because if I remember correctly, we not short, but you know, close, real close to be short on iron. Okay, let's get full speed here. And as soon as we reach something like 0.2 of gravity, we're gonna switch thrusters. Turn off ion thrust and turn on atmospheric thrust. Oh, I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. I am a little bit worried. It might be a tough one, but I hope that we'll be alright. Okay, 0.2 thrust is here. Let's change thrusters, and at something like 10 kilometers, I think I'm gonna turn on our dampeners and see how our thrusters behave. Okay, for now that back thruster not gonna work in full power because we're oriented not too correctly. And go. Come on, come on, lower our speed. Okay, speed lowers. Not that fast as I thought it would, but we have enough space here. Yep, it actually keep up us. Okay, so we can afford doing like that. Hopefully that one big thruster gonna be enough to reach the orbit. From the planet, but first I wanna load our guy completely. As much as we can before game start playing its dirty tricks with resources on us. But we need to find a decent iron deposit. Okay, lowering the speed a little bit. And let's look for resources. We need iron, and I believe we had a lot of iron deposits around. Okie dokie. Where are they? Where is iron? It's real hard to... Oh, here it is. It's real hard to tell how far we from the surface, because we don't have altimeter or something like that. Okay, time to check our drills. We have not a bad view forward. Okay, let's mine this guy. Here we go. Mining started. I can't say that we can see something in particular, because, you know, and it looks like we're missing those two drills on the bottom, because it doesn't look like we can move further. Yeah, because we're hitting with those thrusters on the bottom. All right, let's clean a little bit of space for us, something like that. And now it should be possible to get in. Let's take a look. Yep, those thrusters are on our way. So we inevitably need 2 more drills on the bottom. That's good to know. But for now we're gonna continue like that, and hopefully make our way through. Let's clean the surface a little bit just to be able to get there. Here we go. Should be good enough. Let's get the rests of this deposit, and it looks like, yeah, we cleaned it. Now we need some more iron, and I'd prefer to find not a boulder but a real deposit. If we go like that, it feels zippy for now, but it's just because of empty trunk. Any more iron here? Oh, here we go. And that's a deposit. Magnificent. So let's make a new hole in this planet, shall we? 100 meters. Let's make our way in. We definitely need more light here, a lot more light, but not right now. Oof. I like that drilling speed, you know, that mining speed, I mean. Look at that, how fast we get resources. I definitely want to have more drills on the bottom. That's a strange noises. My goodness. Okay, ouch, ouch, easy. Be easy on me. Okay, let's clean that space in the bottom a little bit to be able to get closer. Something like that should be enough. Should be good enough, hopefully. And now let's get more. Oops. Something before editing items. That probably let me out. That probably means that this guy is full, but that guy is not. And how we can access it? Yeah, it looks like the only way to access it should be from our cockpit. So let's try to cargo container. Let's try to do something like that. Good, it's unloaded. That stuff also unloaded. Okay. Let's grab a little bit more, shall we? Till we get a full tanks. 40k, 42, 43. I think something like 50 should be our shot here. Even more. Nice. Here we go. Now it's full, and it barely can move its ass. Oof. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okie dokie, we get out from that hole, and now the question is, can we achieve enough speed to get to the orbit with all that weight on us? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on both our thrusters right now and try to reach the speed. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I mean, in an easy way, because yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, keep up. Keep up. Yeah, I just hope we have enough thrust. Okay, our atmospheric thrusters gonna give up fairly soon, but we still getting speed. Hopefully inertia gonna help us. Okay, 78, 75 on gravity. Come on, come on, come on. We're losing speed. Oh no, we're gaining it again. Good. It looks like our ion thrusters kick in a full power. And yep, we have enough of everything. Good. Whew. Finally, reliable miner. That's a win, I believe. That's a win. As one of my friends says, are we winning yet? And I believe we are. Okie dokie. Let's lower the speed a little bit and... no, not a little bit, but totally, because we're out in space. Let's help us with our main thrusters. And now let's go further to the mothership. Nice lot of iron, which shall help us upgrading our mothership. Yeah, I need to convert it back to the Green Hornet, definitely, because you know currently it's not a Green Hornet, it's just a Hornet. And I think, yeah, of course we are really slow in space. I mean, in all the directions except for bottom. Except for top, but that's fine. That's fine, I believe. We can just move further like that and be fine. I think when we reach 500 kilometers per hour, I'm gonna turn off dampeners and fly further on inertia. But For now, that's gonna be okay-ish. We have only 2 medium thrusters toward back and 2 toward front, so we should roughly spend the same exact time on both of these directions. Okie dokie. At least we can take off from the planet without any problems. With that huge thruster on our back. Okay, I think I'm gonna turn on our dampeners and something like 5 kilometers. That should be okay. We're getting our signals back. That's interesting. Game behave as an arcade. If you're not playing with dampeners. So to feel physics, player in current implementation have to play with dampeners, turn them on, turn them off, to actually feel the physics. That's an interesting one. And not too obvious one, to be honest. Okie dokie. Let's wait till our speed is 0. And then we can go towards our mothership. I think that's gonna be good enough for our needs. The only thing I don't want to do is to crash into our mothership, so we should be real careful in this regard. So, with this supply of resources that we have currently, we can afford, I believe, to upgrade our mothership. And instead of starting with the huge thruster on the back, I think we should think about other directions first, because, you know, huge thruster on the back, of course, gonna provide us a lot more speed for the big ship, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough one to stop then and to turn, so we should think about that first. We should play smart bastards here, considering that's alpha. And I mean, it's really forgiving one when you're playing as developers think you're gonna play, like doing missions and stuff like that, listening for the story. But if you're a sick bastard like me and trying to play it in this way, that might be a tough one. Alright, so firstly we need to reach the correct orientation. And secondly, what pisses me off a little bit here is that it looks like we don't have direct control even on roll, because ooh, what's going on here? You tried heavily but couldn't keep up. All right, so let's unload that stuff and think a little bit more. Yeah, let's unload it and then make it green back, shall we? I believe we should. Okay, where is that thruster? This one. Let's make these that's already in the right color. Okie dokie. Our Hornet become green again. What might be the right color for the rest of the ship? Huh? What do you think, folks? So we're gonna use that color, of course, for structural elements, like before, like that and like this, and also we can do something like that. Might be not bad also, just for the sake of it. I just can't imagine a color that would complement our green, but let's take a look. So, what options we have? Gray, black, white-ish, yellow and blue. Yellow and blue looks okay together, right? Red and black looks okay together, but green, maybe white, but I'm not sure that. Yeah, you know, that's all right. That's all right. Let's color all those white, as well as batteries. I told batteries. Oh, and now, of course, I know we can reach these modules still, which is good. Now, cargo container would be nice to have white also. Can I reach it somehow? Yeah, I can. Magnificent. And I think that we're gonna go the same exact approach for all our conveyors. Yeah. This guy also, of course. Now it starts looking as a medical ship. But, you know, I'm fine with that. Okay, we need to color this incorrect. Yep. Now these guys. And we also had some conveyors on the bottom, I believe. But I probably not gonna reach them. Okay, well, also we have these, and our cockpit, of course. Okay, that looks okay-ish. We need, of course, to put 2 more drills here, but, you know, I'm mostly interested in replacing our thrusters. So, for forward thrust, it's kinda obvious how we're gonna do that. We're gonna replace just this block with something like that. Probably in this orientation. Yeah, it should be okay. It should be okay here, so let's clear the space first. And to do that, we need to start with these brackets and move further and further. Shit, I really should turn off these lights, shouldn't I? Okay. And we have a long way, really long way back to this seat. And now if I just press, yeah, that works. Just press L button and they turned off. Okay. Now we can see something, at least see something. Come on. Yep, like that. A lot of small blocks here, isn't it? Okay, you're gonna go away, you're gonna go away. And now we need to get rid of those, but first we need to clean our inventory. Here we go. ready. That's not the stuff we're looking for, that's the stuff we're looking for. So, clean those. Clean that guy. Now we don't need that cage anymore, I mean truss block. Key. This guy and that guy. Okay-ish. Aha, and we don't need this block anymore. Good. Now we should be able to put that guy right here, like that. Should be okay-ish. I might add something on its back later on, but not right now. And we need heavy... Wait a second. What else? 2 platinum electrodes and a lot of heavy-duty plates. Okie dokie. Heavy-duty plates we shall have. Oh, and we have electrodes. Guess what? Okay, we're gonna leave these, something like that, and a lot of those guys. Maybe I should add cargo access somewhere closer. That might be a good thought. That might be a good thought. Okay, we'll think about that a little bit later. Here we go, big thruster pointed forward. Beautiful one. Do we need anything else here? I think so. I think it's gonna be nice to have at least one more, maybe even... We have only half block distance here. Which goes to full block there. So how can we play that out? I mean, we definitely don't know the distance on which this guy affects blocks in front of it, so putting it like right here might be not a great solution. But considering we don't have any damage to our forward blocks, I might do that as well. Because as much as I like these grills, with the light coming out of them, they are barely visible, so I need to really fly it below the ship to see them. So that's a good idea, but not in this position. So let's just replace it with the big thrusters, shall we? Okay, and here we go, that stuff. And yeah, we need to get rid of 2 more things here. This guy and that guy. What? Oh, don't say that I made them from... I did. Guess what? I did made them from small blocks. Shoot! That's gonna take a while. Yeah, and I did that because you see, we have a different height here, and I didn't wanna mess around with floors. Shoot. Yep. That's why King always recommends us to go with a bigger block when we could. Not be in a situation like that. Not only for performance reasons. Well, as one of my friends says again, stupid is as stupid does. A lot of grinding down here. And, you know, even this... oopsie daisy. We're really short to get out of... I mean... to be full by inventory. So... Yeah, I think even these cable channels that I did before might be a good addition, if it fits, of course. Does it gonna fit here? That's the question now, I believe. It does gonna fit here. Magnificent. So now we cannot put it like that, but we can put it like this. And it looks good. Let's be honest here. It looks real good. So we need more ion chambers and those platinum electrodes. I believe we had ion chambers somewhere. Yep, like there. These guys, and we don't need that, but we need these. Let's weld them up. Here we go. The second one in front of it, it shall be good. Now, I'm probably gonna do this change later on if we need it, or even offline to not bother you right now. Let's get rid of that guy and replace it with the correct one. I mean with the big one. When we have all these thrusters, we might consider going in and upgrading our ship visuals. But look at that! Where is my suit lights? I should be real close to even see them. That's crazy. That's crazy. These guys out. That guy also. Now a few of those. Hopefully I have enough inventory space, but it doesn't look like that, does it?
Inventory full.
And we lose one of those stuff already. Sure, why not? Okay. Let's get back and grab everything else. Now. I really wanna put it inside as far as I can. So it should be something like that, I believe. How it gonna look from outside? That's the question now. It sticks like a bloody dick, and I don't like that. Actually, it sticks only half. No, it sticks no more than that, guys. So, you know what, that's probably fine. I might think about editing something around about to decorate it, but yeah, it looks okay-ish. Okie dokie. Good. Now we need a little bit more of those heavy steel plates. And it looks like we need to order some heavy steel plates, don't we? Because we're really getting low on them. And they should be ordered here. I think something like 200 should make a stuff for us. Yep. Good. Then let's work on one side of the ship for now. And I wanna replace these ones. To replace those, it takes one block now. So we need to increase it to 2 blocks. I'm not too concerned about these blocks sticking in our technical bay, because that's a technical bay and that's its kinda, that its purpose, to be filled with access of different stuff we're putting on top of our ship. That's why we have it. That might be a little bit tougher with thrusters pointed up, because there we don't have any that's assembler, I see. Why it's... Wait a second. It should be access to our cargo, not to assembler. Why it's access to our assembler? Okay, never minds, just rumbling. What? What prevents you? What's going on there? Our ship went crazy or what? Oh, suit energy low, that's a good moment to get in. Okay, I can unload it here without any problems. Interesting behavior. Alrighty. So... let's look. Let's look somewhere there. We were working on that guy, exactly. So, you're gonna go here, you're gonna go here. Oh, come on, game. Don't even start doing that. Okie dokie. Alright, I believe that we need to remove at least this half interior wall to be able to feed the thruster in a correct position. Something like... come on. Something like that. Or maybe we want it even deeper. Let's take a look. Yeah, we probably want it a little bit deeper. So what I might do is remove this, put a half wall instead, and then install it. So where is our guy? Here it is. Come on. It put you in this orientation, and it might... shit. Doesn't look good because we're gonna have... let me take a look from inside. Yeah, we're gonna have all this things. It looks okay-ish in this corner, you see, but it looks awful in these corners. Of course, I can just replace that or add something like... give me the correct size. Yeah, or just add something... I cannot add something like that, because we have not a full height here. As you see, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit at all. So, yeah. I think we should move it in its previous position, because its previous position was better in this regard. Okay, let's get our big wall here back. And put our thruster like it was before. And I mean something like this. We might work that out a little bit later, but for now we're gonna stick with this approach. So we don't need that. We need a little bit of those and a lot of this. Let's weld it up. How it looks from the inside now. Yeah, now it looks a lot better. A lot better. I don't like this grill here, by the way. Can I maybe replace it with some windows? Half window? Nope, it's not gonna fit there. Come on. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna fit there. Maybe we have some other options like... Nope. Nah. Not an option. Alright, well. Or... Wait a second, I have a silly idea. We could put something like that. Nah. Doesn't fit either. Okay. Let's not be distracted by that. Now, we need to do the same for this guy. Replace it with the same exact thruster. And for those guys probably I wanna move somewhere closer to the back or to the front, because I don't like if they gonna stick here all the way to the top like this guy does. Yeah, we're gonna change that. Okay, but for now let's be focused on this one. Let's focus on that guy. These small brackets looks awesome, at least in my opinion, but they're such a pain in the ass to grind down. Because that's it. 3 small blocks here. Yeah, but recently when I worked on that video, I did find one ship that really shows how you can get a lot of pain in the ass. Okay. Actually, let me show you what I mean. That's gonna be an interesting one. Ouch! Shit. Okay, I mean... Where is that? Where is that? Here it is. Beautiful ship. Real nice. That might be not a thoughtful decision actually to bring in-game right now, because it's gonna take a lot of time. And don't fall, game. Just don't fall. Just don't do that. Okay, you probably see what I mean already. It's totally made of decorative blocks. And while it's really beautiful in terms of shape, can you imagine welding it up? Or even worth grinding it down then? That's gonna be crazy. Okay, let me cancel it before I crash the game in the middle of the stream. Okie dokie. Let's get back to our duty. And we need to put this guy. And weld it up. Why not? Good. And now we need a little bit more of heavy steel plates. And they are real heavy, you know. It's definitely gonna fry our solar panel here. But, you know, I can't say that I worry too much about this. Yeah. It actually looks okay-ish, but yeah, you know, to actually learn how it looks, I should turn our ship. To have that side lit on. Okie dokie. Let's turn you. Where is my mouse? Here is my mouse. That's good. Something like that. Now. Yeah, it does look okay-ish. It does. Good. Now, let's find the right position for that, guys. I wanna keep them kinda near the back of the ship, but I don't like them to stick in the middle of our walkway. So, yeah, let me firstly grind them down. I mean, at least one of them. Grind at least one of them down. That shit should go here, I believe, like that. Yep. And then we can decide where would be the nice position for them. On the one side, I wanna have them as close to the back as possible. On the other hand, I don't wanna have them too close to the middle of the ship because that would look unbalanced. We have that thruster in front, in the very middle of the ship, so... And games start lagging badly, which I don't like. Maybe that's because of that ship I tried to get in. Let me double check one thing. How are we about memory, little guy? Ooh, yeah, that explains everything. Space engineers currently consuming 32 bloody gigabytes of memory on my end. Okay, that explains. Well, as soon as I get rid of this thruster block, I shall probably reload at least this save and hope that this gonna clear a little bit of memory. Because we're at risk of crashing game right now. And a huge risk here. Okay, we can replace it with that stuff or do something else. Well, I could put them right here, but that's gonna be right near the center, so I don't like this idea. Let's take a look where we can actually put them. Maybe here. Why not? Let's young this and see. Aha, interesting. Okay, and see where it will be. Right there near the back. Is it a bad position for thruster? You know, I don't think so. I think that might be even a perfect position for thruster. Yep. I really like that. So we probably shall do that stuff also. Come on. Here we go. Like that. Okay, let me weld them up, and then I'm gonna reload the save. Okay, we're gonna need these guys, and we're gonna need also that guys. Let's grab all of them. Come on. Do that for me. Nice. And come on. What prevents you from finally welding it up? Here we go. We need a little bit more heavy plates though, but that's not a big problem. Okay, looks good here. That stuff is light armor, slope, inverted. If we can make it a little bit better, that would be good. It's even fit nicely in this industrial look of landing gears. That's a great one. You know what? That's a great one. That's a win. So now I could just remove this, replace it with the standard floor, which I'm gonna do here. Just replace it with a no, not the standard floor, but even a standard block to keep the shape consistent. Can I have any cargo access here? I probably could. Okay, let's move that. Let's move these guys. Let's move that one. Come on, like that. And like this. And now grab a lot of this. And finally weld it up. Here we go. I'm gonna work on decoration of these guys a little bit more later. Maybe we'll find something interesting, how we can make them look more connected to the ship. But for now, it looks like a clear win, you know. I really like how it looks. By the way, we can just have... it's on that stuff. Alright. Well, I was about to reload the save, which is a good idea. So let me do something like this. And I even gonna do that through the main menu. To be double sure that it's gonna clear a little bit of memory. Oh yeah, it is clearing a little bit of memory. We lower than 5 gigabytes now. Good. So, and if I load it up... shit, I hate that bloody dialogue. Okay, how high you gonna go on memory unloading stage? 6 already. Show me. Almost 7, 7.5. Come on. 8, 10. We stopped around 11, and that's okay-ish, I believe. I mean, it's definitely better than 32. And it even feels better. And after fixing that, let's remove that thruster, and I should stop running the bloody rat back and forth. Yeah, I should do that from outside. Okie dokie. Let's get rid of our old thruster block and just feed this hole with the standard armor. Shoot, I need to empty my inventory before everything screwed up. Come on, move that stuff. Why this interface is so shitty, huh? Okay. A little bit of ranting. How we can avoid that during the stream? I have no idea. Okay, okay. A little bit more of those. And sudden sneeze attack, of course, in the middle of grinding. Why not? You know, grinder provides so much dust, so that's not a surprise. Here we go. Okay, putting these guys back. I mean, that guy, not these guys. Okie dokie, that's good. So, we solved our problem with down pointing thrust. We solved our problem with side-to-side thrust. Not completely, though. Let's finish that, shall we? Why not? Let's finish that first. And then think about the most complex stuff, our up-pointing thrust. I'm really looking forward to test this ship. But we need to do a little bit, I mean, after this upgrade, but we need to do a little bit more before we could do that. Shit, I really like to have better lights on suit. That's just impossible to work like that. Those two guys gonna get out. These guys gotta get in. Good. Here we go. Now, that stuff get out, and we're putting our thruster. Like that. Nice. Yoink. And it's in. Yeah. That stuff. Let's unload both of those. That's a real pain. You see, these ion chambers in Space Engineers 1, we could just toss them in that block that we just placed and not move them back and forth, but here, unfortunately, that's impossible. And we need to put them in storage, weld up everything that should be welded in before, and only then be able to use them. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be a little bit more comfortable to weld from inside. To grind from inside, I meant. Okay, like that. Like this. Maybe I can lighten this bay a little bit. Yeah, that might be a good thought. Come on. And now that stuff. Here we go, and this half block. Okay-ish. This guy in that orientation. Can you please fit here somehow? Ah shit, I should put it from outside. Put it in from outside. Oh, it interferes with antenna. With antenna or not? Yeah, with antenna. Which probably means that we should find another spot for this antenna. Okay, let's yank this thruster in first, and then we'll find the way to put this big nice antenna back. For now, I have to get rid of it, like this, and we're gonna yank this thruster in. Alright, where might be the good spot for that antenna? Maybe right here on the bottom. Let me take a look. It might be the good spot if we clean some space, but not in a current implementation. I could actually probably put it, yeah, just like this. Why not? It should fit there nicely. Ah shit, wrong orientation. Okay, let's weld it back in then, if we find this right spot. Here we go. Now we need ion chambers, platinum electrodes, and a lot of heavy steel plates. Alright. So 10 of those, 10 of these, and a bunch load of that one. Good. British. A little bit more heavy steel plates. Something like that, I believe. Shall do the trick for us. Okay. Well, we have enough side-to-side thrust. We have enough forward thrust. I'm really tempted to replace this one also. And probably I'm gonna do that. And then we shall work on our up-pointed thrust. And to do that, we need to replace those ones. Maybe we can actually yank them back. That might be good. I mean, we have a nice tight space behind it. So why shouldn't we just really put them suit energy low. That doesn't make me happy. But anyways, let's clear this space first and then think what we're gonna do. Yeah, clearing this space is clean pain. Stuff should be welded up. To be double sure that I'm not gonna grind it down accidentally. I mean totally grind it down. And as soon as we finish upgrading our thrusters here, we can finally think about painting this guy. And maybe adding in some decorative blocks, because as you probably already guessed, I have few sick ideas on this, which I wanna check. Here we go. Yeah, I really can't stand, but wanna see this ship kinda consistent. And to make it consistent, we shall replace that one. That abomination also. Oh my goodness. That was just a huge lag spike and I was really worried that the game gonna fall. And also, by the look of it, I've got a little bit of cold, which is not great. Alright, anyways. Nevertheless, let's weld it up. But first, I probably shall get some energy. Otherwise, we'll be in a tough situation real soon. Key energy, I'd say it. Here we go. Okie dokie, that's back. Let's get rid of those. We don't have enough of these. And we need as much as we can of those. Alrighty. Where is the thruster? Here it is. And now it is symmetrical, which is just magnificent. Well, I really like the look of this ship, and especially how it turns forward. With turns. So the next stuff, I'm gonna replace these two guys, and that's probably gonna be it. Yeah, back thruster, of course, and we need to patch this hole somehow. But that's the problem of me in a few minutes, because guess what? I wanna have a little bit of a break. Yep. I wanna provide you a nice view on this ship. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Like that, and be back in a minute. Well, our short break is finished, so let's get back to work, engineers. I wanna replace those top thrusters first to finalize our preparation here. So we're gonna young this one. We're gonna young this guy. And now think, can we fit our big thruster here? Almost. If we yank this guy also, we should be able to do that. And it even shouldn't look awful. Aha. I see. Yeah, it should be alright like that. Then we will think how we're gonna fill this gap. Yeah, that might be okay-ish. Come on, let's remove that. Oopsie daisy, I'm running out of space already. That's not a surprise. Okie dokie, and wall. Easy game. Don't lag that bad. In which orientation I put that thruster? In this one, okay-ish. So that one should go like that. Good. Let's weld them up, shall we? Have enough of those. We need just a little bit more of these. Here we go. Good, and a little bit more of heavy steel plates. Shit, a little bit more. Nice. Yep, that looks okay-ish. Only 2 thrusters pointed top, of course, but you know, I don't mind. Now, the question is how we're gonna fill this gap. How we gonna do that? I think we can... we could put something like this, but it doesn't fit. Why it doesn't fit? Square. Aha, because somehow, probably because of this block, it gets in a weird position. I don't like that. You know what? I really don't like that. I don't want to fill it with small blocks, but we might have no options. We might have no options here. Maybe we can fill it with some of those, like that and like this, but I don't want this hole in our living space. What other options we have to do that? Half wall gonna be also too big for this space. Not great. Not great at all. Now we can work this out. Interesting question. I could, of course, go and just fill it with these ones, but it's gonna look just awful. Well, I suppose we have no other options except for putting a lot of these guys here. Not great. Doesn't make me happy, but you know. What options we have? Okay, let's start. Wait a second. Maybe it doesn't fit because of that stuff sticking in. Nah, doesn't seem so. Does it? What other blocks we have that might fit here. This guy, nope. About nope. It's not gonna fit here either. What else can we use? Maybe these ones. Nah. Oh yeah, they actually gonna fit. Alright, well, that might be our solution here. So if I put it like that and like this, that might do the trick. And I even can do something like that. That's an interesting one. Let's try, shall we? And I need just regular steel plates to weld them up. We shall solve the problem for us. That, like this, come on. And it doesn't fit there, which's not good. How we gonna fill that hole, or do we even have to fill it? That's the question, I believe. It takes full space there. You know what? I think we can go in this approach and put one of them there, one of them here, and then think how to fill that gap on the side. Double layer of those might do the trick for us if we manage to cover this space in between. Shit, that doesn't fit here. That doesn't fit nicely. Okay, what if we put them like that? Can I? Shit. Of course, they're not gonna attach. What about this position? Yep, it shall do. And for that small gap, maybe I can go and do at least something like that. It might look okay-ish. Yeah, it looks fine, and we used only what? 5 blocks, 6 blocks. That's fine. Like that. And the same exact stuff here. Come on. That. Like this. And like that and like this. Well, I can't say that it's the most beautiful part of that ship, but you know, that shall do. Let's take a look from inside, though. How it looks from inside. You know, they actually look not bad at all, because it looks like part of the thruster. So, you know what? I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Especially considering we don't need to worry about making it airtight just yet. Now, for these guys, I probably could just fill it with something interesting, like just that guy. Can it fit? It don't wanna fit here. Okay. In this case, we can go and put just a half block, or it doesn't fit by... it doesn't fit like that. And do it fit like this? It does not. Interesting. So if we put it outside like that, maybe that's gonna look awful. Like this, awful also. How we end up in this situation? That's the question, I believe. Does it fit by its height? Yeah, it will fit by its height. So it should be possible to put it like that in this orientation, probably. Yeah, and just add few more truss blocks on the bottom. Okay, let me first add a little bit of light inside. Maybe just like... shit, I should... okay. I should do one thing first, and not a corner light, interior light. We're gonna group them and call them... oh my goodness, we have a lot of them. Stage 0 interior lights. And I wanna do that just to not mix them with these ones. Now we're gonna put this light right here, weld it up, but we need construction components for that. And that's because I wanna give it additional color, I mean different color here. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna look for our interior lights, and we're gonna select something like yellowish, or yeah, yellowish color here, even something like that. Yeah, something like that. Let's copy this one for just in case. And now I wanna, yeah, I really wanna have a nice warm light here. Okay, and now we can fit this guy like that and add few more things like this one and, come on, that one. Yeah, and they probably shall move it one block deeper, because this guy has rounded corners, and hopefully it's, yeah, even 2 blocks deeper to avoid placing it on a rounded side. Something like that, and something like this and that. Now if we weld all that beauty, yeah, that's the look I looked for. And we also covered our this guy. Now for that position we're probably gonna go with the same exact approach, so put this guy right there, weld it up, change its color, interior lights, that one, like this. And okay, can we fit everything we wish here? And saying everything we wish, I mean a full grate here. Yep, we shall be able to do that. Just like that. Nice. And for the side, we're gonna go the same exact approach. We cannot go the same exact approach, but we can do something like that. And then... ah, shit, it's too big. Okay, what if like that? It's too small. Oh, but I can move these guys. This guy a little bit in which shall solve the problem for us. So I can put it like that, can't I? And now if we weld everything up, yeah, if I had enough
Inventory
steel
full.
plates. Yep, here we go. Another nice stuff, and it matches with that thruster. Wait a second, why this window isn't welded up completely?
Inventory full.
How I managed to miss that spot? Give me more.
Inventory full.
Here we go. That's better. That's a lot better. Everything else welded, isn't it? It is. Good. Alright, we worked that out. Now, let's take a look at our backward thrusters. And think how we're gonna yoink a huge thruster here. And saying huge, I mean it. Okay, so we could... we need to find the right position for it. Okay, if I put it like this, it's gonna cover our entrance completely, which means that's not a great position for it. But if I yank it something like that, we'll have a huge thruster on the top, but we'll have an entrance below it. Okay, that shall do. That shall do the trick for us. Alright, so let me actually mark where we're gonna go. We shouldn't take these ones, but we should get rid of that line. Inventory full. Guess what? Shit. Alright. Let me clear my inventory first. And then mark more of... So, this guy shall go away, this guy shall go away. Like that. I wanna just put markers like a little bit... blocks a little bit grinded down to know exactly where we wanna put this guy, this huge guy. This guy should go away, and wait a second. You wanna say, no, it's gonna fit, that's gonna be alright. Okay, and obviously that guy shall go away. Alright, let's start actually cleaning this place. I can start from here and then move in. Can we please grind it down? Okie dokie. Now that guy, this guy, and everything else should be possible to clean from inside, which is good. Now let's remove it just to keep stuff organized. Grab a little bit more energy and proceed. Okie dokie. Well, that stuff gonna go there. Now we need to clean all these shenanigans. So let's do something like that. Come on. Why can't you do that for me? My goodness, I don't like how game lags already. Good. Come on, give me that. Gimme. Here we go, finally. Yeah. Nice idea to clean our inventory first. I'm just curious how many components we're gonna need for that huge thruster. Somehow when I placed it in a staging mode, I didn't learn that. But I bet it's gonna be a lot of components. Okay. That guy, and we need to clear our inventory. Okay, and those two. Easy. Don't you sleep down, character. Here we go. Okay, that stuff cleaned. And I accidentally grinded down part of this guy, but that's fine. We don't need it anyways. The only thing now is to not bump it. Otherwise it will fly in space. Good. It looks like we cleaned this place for it. So let's put everything in and try to install it again. This time in the correct spot. That's probably its position, isn't it? Looks like that. Let's fly in and learn. Yeah, that's it. That's it position. Ultra resistant plate. Ion accelerator. Platinum electrode. Okay, ultra resistant plate. Where we can grab them? This probably should be produced in a fabricator. Here it is, and it requires titanium sheet. How much we need? 33 plus 15, it's something around 50. Okay. We need something around 50. Titanium sheet, we need 300. It should be produced in a refinery, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, and we need 300 of these. I don't think that we have enough titanium because it's almost 10,000 kilograms. Where is our titanium? All our titanium probably already there. Yeah. 2K. Well, guess what? We have to go and grab some more titanium. Okay, hopefully this guy charged up. I really want to install 2 more drills. Let's do that maybe. Just for the sake of nice... yeah, let's do that. But first I wanna find the place for these guys, and I think they should be okay-ish there. Yeah, in this orientation. Like that, and like this. Yeah, that thruster gonna kind of fry their ass completely, but I'm not worried about that. Oh shoot, and we're gonna need to work that stuff with bottom because we don't have a container there, do we? Ah, bastard. Alright, well, I think we have no other options. So this guy goes there, that guy goes here. Why I can't do stuff an easy way? Why shall find all the complicated ones? Okay, and it goes straight there, which means we need to move these two also to be able to put a container here. Let's try to yoink it. And we have a thruster there also. We probably need to remove only that thruster, because these two might be in their position. Come on. No. Don't grind down this guy. We're gonna need it. Okay, that's guy removed. Now, we need to yank small container right here in this position. And in this case, it's gonna cover those parts. Not ideal. How can we work that around? That's quite a question here, guys. If I put it like that, we're gonna have only one large port in this direction, which is not ideal. Oh, but what we can do, though, is to put them like this. So, if we do something like that, and can I access that? Oh, I can. Look at that. Just magnificent. Oh shit, I'm sleeping down in my chair. That's not ideal. Alright, putting it like that, and then we can yank one more. Exactly like this, but in this orientation. Then we're gonna have these two ports on sides for additional drills, and one port in front for that drill. Shall it do the trick for us? I believe so. So I'm gonna continue that. We're gonna convert this port just in case. Yank that drill here. Like this. Magnificent. And now we need to go few more. Where is that? Nope, this one. And now we need to go something like... Why don't wanna... Yeah, it's just playing dirty games on me again. Okie dokie. It's my character or our big ship trying to move somewhere. It's our big ship shifting. Why is it shifting? What's going on there? Alright, anyways. Okay, here we go. Now, a little bit more of this, and I think that now we should do something like that. Then I can't put it. Then something like this and something like that. And we should be able... shit, we should go one block further. My bad. Okay, like this. And now we should be able to put one of those. I hope it's gonna be connected. I really hope so. Anyways, 1, 2. Yeah, that's the correct spot. And we're missing some steel tubes as well as some steel plates. Okay, like that and like this. Now let's weld up this guy. Finish up those. And put one more drill here, like that. Nice. And now we can do the same exact stuff on an opposite end. Okie dokie. Wait a second, why are you shifting our ship? Wait, or... our big ship doesn't try to help you? It looks like it got some push in this there... Wait a second. They are fighting. You see, these guys are active, while these guys are not. Or wait a second. I mean, that stuff is definitely active. Because that's its kind of calm position. Why it tries to do that? Right, never minds. Never minds, that's fine. So something like that, something like this, and now we need something like that. 1, 2. That should be our position. Let's weld them up. Because otherwise I'm not gonna reach it anymore. Never. And we yoinked 2 thrusters pointed down, which is not great and not ideal, but I think I see the right space for them. Maybe not. Wait a second, let me try. We had 2 more thrusters pointed down. What if I yoink them like this? Yeah, that's a good position. The only thing that it should be in this case are these guys should be moved, because we're not gonna fit it here, do we? Yep, it's not gonna fit there because of that guy. Alright, let's yoink them back because we definitely need those. It was in this position, correct. Yep, that shall do the trick for us. And now all the thing we need to do is to put 1 more straits there and here, and then put our drills. Yeah, our drills not gonna be at one level if we look from the front. Those down ones stick further a lot, but that not a big deal. I hope so, at least. I hope that it's not a big deal. Alright, what if I turn this guy off? Maybe it's he kinda moving us a little bit. And let me take a look. It's strange because it doesn't register this speed even. It's probably lower than 1 kilometer per hour. Interesting. Alright, anyways, let's weld up those guys, because we need them anyways to get out from the planet. And now it's real time to weld up these guys. And we're gonna need 12 compressors and a little bit of wires. So, do I have compressors somewhere? I have 5, which means we need to order 7 more. Compressor, 7 more. And a little bit of wires. I believe that I shall have those. Yep, we have enough wire. What? I asked you to take only 10. Bloody stuff. Where is that? Aha. Here it is. Magnificent. Okie dokie. Now, let's make this whole Hornet green again, shall we? I do think so. So, first things first, we need to color all that beauty. Like that. Like this, like that. And all the way like this. For these guys, we're gonna go dark green. Ouch! Misclicked. Okie dokie. Sounds good. Sounds good and seems even beautiful. Alrighty, now, what about our power here? 29% only? What the fuck? That's not great. Okay, now. Aha. And both of them stop shifting. Alright, so they are fighting before. They are fighted before. Okay, this guy is in a recharge stage, correct? Yeah, it's in a recharge stage, so, and it should be 100% charged, and it is. So we're gonna just yoink his cells and put them into that big battery that we have on our miner. Yoink. And we're gonna just replace them like this. And now double check that we have correct ones here. 100%, 100, 100, 0. What? Wait a second. Let's double check again. 100, 100, 100, 0, 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay, so somehow we managed to have interesting position for those. Okay, let's replace these ones also while we are here, shall we? And where is that? Here it is. Good. Now we shall have 0, 100, 30, 35. Good. That's the position of things we looked for. So let's put them back for charging. And take a look at our power level here, shall we? 100%. Magnificent. And we had our titanium there, so what I'm gonna do is reach nice speed. Not the full one, obviously, but good enough. And then probably scroll time a little bit because it looks just awful, and I kind of realized that on stream it's gonna look even worse. And yeah, nobody asked, but I'm gonna kind of answer that anyways, that I grab resources only from planet on purpose. Because grabbing them from the asteroids around would be as boring as it might be, and also not that challenging. So I really on purpose suffer with the planet. Okie dokie, let's move our sun a little bit like that, gonna be beautiful. And hopefully when we reach the surface it will be lit up completely. I hope my explanation made sense, at least for somebody. Let me know in the chat if it is or if it is not. Ooh, we're gonna mine in that volcano mouth again. Interesting. For the further way of this series, I think I wanna find the beautiful cave somewhere on a planet. Oh, wait a second, I need to switch these guys. Here we go. Now stop. And build the next base in a cave. I think that's gonna be an interesting challenge. What do you think about that? Wanna see some suffering inside the voxels? Or you're good at just this position when we have a nice ship and can fly wherever we want? I mean, I really like to progress further, but the next sector that opened currently is kinda empty-ish, and there is nothing to do. So I might as well just work on the new base in a cave. Or we can return to our base on Verdure and finally finish it. That's the option also. Alright. Time to find out how well this ship gonna work in terms of getting resources. Oh shit, it's real powerful. Okay, dokie. Now, can we make our way in without any problems? Okay, dokie. Now let's get resources. That's a bit more intense way. I think we're gonna grab the full trunk here, and because why not? Why not indeed? Eating. I can't say that I see that we're moving further though, but it's a little bit hard to evaluate considering amount of sparks and debris we have around, but now it looks well like we are stuck. Let me take a look. No, actually we are not stuck. We are just good. Getting in this position in real good way. Why can't I move though? Ship? Hello? You can't... What? I mean... We're not even close to be full. What's going on there? Is that ore a lot heavier? Is it? Or I managed to stuck somehow. Looks like I managed to stuck somehow, guys. And I even can't see a way for me to get out. And game locks as it can, which is not good. Okay, let me out first, and then I can try to make our ship free. Come on. Or we can... Aha! I see where we're stuck. Okie dokie. So that stuff sticking there as a dick is not a beautiful solution. I learned that. But you see, the thing is that it makes a real small hole. I mean, what is that? It's like half meter around the drill? That's it? That's why I thought that we probably have to have a huge array of drills here to operate properly. Yeah, we can move now. Barely. Okay, we can just go lower and make a little bit bigger hole for us, can we? Like there, for example. Cleaning all the place. Come on. Where is our titanium? We're here for titanium. Here we go. Getting more of it. Can't see a damn thing here, to be honest. Okay, in which position we are currently? Oopsie daisy. Ouch! Easy. Yeah, I know. You're real fast on in terms of moving upward. Come on. Let's clean the thin layer that we somehow managed to leave. Here we go. Come on. Did you... Don't say that you stuck again, bloody stuff. Why can't you fly backward? Ah, shit, what's going on there? Ah, I see, you stuck in this orientation now. Okie dokie, so if I force you somehow to lift your ass. Okie dokie. And now we have it. Now we have it in all its glory. The problem with that. Alright. And now, if I clean this place, we probably should be able to tilt it. It looks like it can really stuck on voxels. And I believe that this happens because we have a safe speed. Wait, shit, I never actually put them in a correct group, did I? Ion thrust. And now let's redo this group. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's off all of them manually, and one more time, ion thrust. Like that. Good. Now, can you finally move the bloody ship and make... Oh, I see. We are pointed down. That's why you can't do that. Yeah? Alright. What about now? Can you? Yeah, you can. Finally. Okay, I don't think that we need to load any more resources because we're having troubles already. And without artificial horizon, keep the horizon flat gonna be a real tough job. Or... Nah. I don't want to risk. So let's just get our height. And to get it, we actually need to turn on both our thrusters. Because that's the toughest spot in all this expedition, trying to overcome the gravity. Okay, by the sound, it looks like our Atma thrusters turned off already. But you know what? Our ion thrust does the job perfectly. So 60 tons is not a big deal for this amount of thrust. That's good. It looks like we finally find the right ratio. That makes me real happy. Okay, 0.19, 17, it's time to... Oof. What a huge login happening here. Oh, that's because of the... I see what's going on here. These effects got stuck on each other, and we end up in exactly this situation, where it looks as weird as it could. Anyways, let's reach something like 500 kilometers per hour, and then I can turn off our dampeners to actually utilize inertia. And when we reach the ship, I hope we finally gonna weld that huge back thruster. That's gonna be nice. And then we can test our mothership with upgraded thrusters. Good. Here we go. Yeah, and we even, by the look of it, gonna have enough time to paint it up and maybe prettify something, like add a little bit more lights or work on that back hole that we really need to cover. Yeah, that might be a good thought. That might be a good one. I really hope this series doesn't become boring for you guys. Because for me it's interesting, but I really love to build stuff. And we have really a lot more building experience here now than expeditions or stuff like that, unfortunately. But I think we gonna fix that as soon as we finish with our Deep in Blue ship, when we start working on that base in a cave that I told you before. That might be an interesting one. If we... I wish we had a way to tie two ships together nicely, because one of other ideas I have is to build the lower deck deployable section of Lost in Blue, which will be able to oopsie daisy to land on planet with maybe miners attached to it or stuff like that, do all the mining, then go back to the space park to attach back to Lost in Blue as a full part of the ship, and be one ship. But I mean, it's gonna be like a deployable module. But considering a lot of problems we have here in Space Engineers with attaching two ships together, especially if they close enough by mass, well, yeah, that's not a good thought. Okay, what about our production though? How our fabricator waits for something? How our refinery works? Our refinery have enough titanium, good, but it produced more than 100 already. Why it's not in a correct position? We don't need assembler. We looking for fabricator input. Why we have ion chamber there? I have no bloody clue, because that stuff should be there. And now, fabricator, do you work? Yep, he does work. Okie dokie. Alright, so in this case, what I'm gonna do is to just feed it with these guys. Or... yeah, that's a standard problem that we had in Space Engineers 1 also. They avoided that time just by avoiding this situation when one production required the results of the other production. I mean, we had these ingots, but ingots are a separate stuff, and they was kind of exception. So if you try to play something like Industrial Overhaul mod was there, I believe, or something similar, you kind of always end up having the same exact problems when you need to manually transfer resources from output of one production to input of another, because game can't do that itself. And it looks like they hit this wall again with Space Engineers 2 this time. So I really hope they're gonna fix this problem this time in a correct way. So next time we not gonna have these problems. I mean, next time not in Space Engineers 3 or stuff like that, but next time in this game. Especially when we will be working on mods for it, which I hope gonna happen. Okay, I need a little bit of a break, so I'll be back soon. Let me just find the right position for camera. Yeah, something like that, or maybe something like this shall be good. You know what? Why shouldn't I just go here, turn on this guy, and use it in a proper way? Because we have a spectator here, you know? And now I can find the right position for it. Yeah. To provide you an option to enjoy this beauty. And I'll be back in a minute. Okie dokie, folks, I'm back. Ouch. Ah, don't you do that to me, bloody stuff. Alright, so let's finish up that thruster, shall we? What about our plates? Now, first we need to feed the rest of... no. This one. Feed the rest of components there. Not from fabricator, but from refinery. Like that. And we can yank all this. Start welding this guy. 17. They are heavy.
Inventory
And
full.
that's just crazy. How much we need. So we need iron accelerator and one of those guys. Where we can produce that ion accelerator? That's the question we need to answer. Gravity core, advanced compressor, ion accelerator. Here. So we shall wait for those plates to be ready, and while we can produce some platinum electrodes, some silver rods, and so 3 silver rods and 3 superconductors. They should be produced here. Silver rods. Here we go. 3, I believe, and 3 superconductors. Here we go. Produce. Nice. Let's double check that that's what we are looking for. Yep, it grabbed platinum electrodes, and now we need to provide them with those. We actually can just move everything into our big container, and then it shall grab them automatically. Come on. Okie dokie, something produces already. Here we go. And now we can just yank this. Yank some of this and a lot more of these steel plates. Here we go. Good. Finally, it's finished. So let me put all the rest of resources back and get out, look at it. Oof. That's the thruster. That's what I call thruster, guys. Alrighty, the moment of truth. Let's take a look how our ship gonna fly now. Ouch. Ah. Key. Not towards planet, definitely. Ooh. Okay, we're finally getting some speed and even stopping nicely. What about, ouch, side-to-side movement? Fairly slow, to be honest. Wait a second. Are we short on energy or what? Oof, and that was a movement towards the planet. It looks like we need a little bit more energy. Huh. Maybe it's time to install a reactor. Yeah, that's probably gonna be our next upgrade for this ship. And why we're so laggy? It says... Yep, it lags all the way, 30 FPS. Shit, that's crazy. Alright, let's close that hole on the top and then think what we're gonna do next. To close this hole, what can we do? You know what? We have all these walls there, so we cannot go lower, but we could just go with these guys for now, you know? Yeah, something like that something like this, and for that middle section I probably wanna do something like that and like this. Gonna be a nice shape, I believe. Okay, so let's access that stuff and grab a lot of steel plates, of course. Here we go. Key. But with that stuff covered, it's gonna be a tough job to get up each time. I'd love to have some way up that will be easier for us to take. And what is this? Aha, it's the reflection of the planet. And as you see, somehow it's full of dots. Ah, that's probably because I changed reflection quality here. Did I or didn't I? Ray tracing medium. What if we go to ray tracing high? Nothing changed. That's not about settings. I see. Let's get them back then. Let's go to medium. And let me double check. Yeah, we are going in native here. All right, well, that might explain all these lags that we're having, but you know. Okay, to kind of paint it properly, I'm gonna unpark both of our ships and move them to the side like that. Stop bloody thing. And for the next one, what I think I shall do till the next episode is finally find and bring in a nice color palette. I believe that we had some blueprints like that in the workshop. So yeah, that would be a nice thing to do. But for now, we're gonna just go with probably this color. Something like that all the way here. Or even... shit, we can do that there. Alright. But we should be able to do something like that. And it's... doesn't work great there. Okay. But we can go like this, and or maybe I don't wanna have I don't wanna have this in the middle. That's not gonna be beautiful. Instead, we could go like this. That's gonna be beautiful. Yep, all the way like this. It might be even... Oh, I know how we can work that around. We can do something like that. And that's a wall, that's a wall. Okay. And something like this. Good. Yeah, that stuff looks not bad also. And if we go like that, it might be even cool looking stuff at the front. Yep. Start taking shape there. Yeah, we need to color these guys also, and these guys obviously. Those two guys gonna be a nice color. Ooh, that's great that only the bottom part is actually colored. That I like that. Now we can continue this line and continue this line even further like that. Here we go. Yep, nice. The same exact stuff here, obviously. Yep. Now both of these guys gonna be blue like that. Now for Don't you even think about this game. Whew. She's not happy. Alright, anyways. For this part, I think we can go with something like that approach. Put these guys in blue, but leave the rest in our standard color. Like that. Looks okay-ish. If we go like that. No, that's gonna... Actually, no, that looks okay. Surprisingly, but it is looks okay. What if I color these guys and these guys? Not bad looking, to be honest. And obviously we can do the same stuff on the bottom. Yep. Sun just blinding us. Okay. And now to provide it with a nice accent, we can do something like that. Just a few nice touches, you know. Good. Do we wanna put some of these in blue? I don't think so. I think it looks okay-ish. Ouch. That wasn't the stuff that I wanted to color. Yep, that looks okay. Now, do we have corners on these guys? We do not. And I don't think that we need them there. Okay, let's proceed to the bottom then. Something like that. I don't think that I'm gonna color these two guys, but I definitely gonna color these two. And here we're gonna leave them as is, except yeah, these guys might go blue also, just for the sake of it. And here, do I wanna paint these guys? Interesting question. Let's take a look. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Surprisingly, but it's not bad. Here we go. Now, where we had those... here we had these things. Oh, by the way, these guys definitely gonna go in blue. Here we go. That's nice, but I'd like to add some more of those here. And I mean, where are they? Shit, they're not gonna look nice here. Oh, here we go, spammers, just as always. Where is my Banhammer? Okay, it's gonna stick a little bit, but I think we can work that around. Can we? Yeah, I think so. So, we need to go something like that. And then something like this. Good. Now the same stuff on the opposite side. It should be something like that and something like this. Now, if we weld it up and paint, it should be beautiful. Where is my cargo access point?
Inventory full.
Here we go. Okie dokie. Now, we might go like that. Yep, not a bad look and feel. But now we need to solve that problem somehow. And I think that we can just go like this. And put... Aha. It's not gonna be in the correct spot. But I think if we put them like this and like that, we can now go and just fill these corners with pillars like that. Let's weld them up. And now paint them. You know what? I like it. I like how it looks. Looks beautiful. Alright, now we shall do the same stuff for all these ones. Like that. And continue these lines. We need to cover those guys somehow, just because now it looks fairly silly. And these two solar panels just beautifully get into that color scheme. And we can continue there. Like that. For these two, I think we can even go like this, and it might look okay-ish. Now let's cover these guys and think what we can do. Yep, like that. Should they become to be asynchronous here? But you know what? I don't think that this is a huge problem. Just because they are kinda okay-ish. Like that. Nice. And now we need only to do something like... Oops. Yeah. Run tool. Sorry. Something like that and something like this. Yep. Even this asynchrony doesn't look bad. Looks actually even good. Now, can we somehow work these things around? Or do we need to do that? That's gonna be the right question. I don't think so, you know? It looks okay-ish. And I don't think that we need anything else here. Maybe just a slight touch like that. Yep, and something else on the bottom. Do we have anything like a corners here? I don't think so. I don't think that we have anything like corners. In this case, we're not gonna go further this way. However, we can go this way to kinda continue those lines. What if... Yeah, looks okay. At least I don't hate it, you know. Okay, we can do something like that. And something like this, why not? And also we can continue that shape all the way here. Yeah, that would be nice. I believe so. Okay, let me take a look. Do we need to color these guys? I think so. But yeah, and this block underneath also. Okay. Here we go. Nice. Now that guy, this guy, and all of those. Good. It get a little bit out of sync here, but I don't think that that's a huge deal, to be honest. Because it covers that stuff and it goes like that. Yeah, it's a little bit out of sync, but I actually like it, even in this view. So that guy, oops, that's not what I wanted to. What the finally. Thanks a lot, guy. You finally painted what I want you to paint. Alright, now let's finish these wraps. Good. And finally all the way on that side. Here we go. And here we go. Nice. Okay, it become to be not a bad looking ship. Just let me just get the right angle. Yeah, not a bad looking ship at all. We definitely need some other color, some other colors here. Okay, let me grab some more energy and we'll think further about it. Okay, speaking about thinking further, what we can do to make it a little bit more beautiful. Yeah, we needed to think about a way up for us. And that spot actually looks like a proper way up. If we work that around correctly. And saying correctly, I mean, where are... Yeah, these guys, I believe. Nah, not these guys. Where are ladders? Here they are. We can go something like that here, I think. Yep. Also, we can go... I don't want to put it just there. Actually, like that it might look okay, you know? Just like that. And now accomplish it with this stuff, on top of which we can put these guys. Oh, come on. Yeah, I see. I need to weld it up completely. What makes me crazy is that I probably told it several times already, but you know, I'm an old bastard and I can forget stuff. So what makes me crazy is that these guys, I mean, wait a second, why can't you? Yeah, because we need a other one. Come on, let me... here we go. That's the stuff we're looking for here. So, these guys require steel tubes, while these guys require only steel plates. And that's not too logical, is it? Oh, and we need a lot more steel plates, and we don't have them. Guess what? Alright, that's not a big deal. We're real close to this production, so let's just order them directly, like that. And then we probably will have our way up. Nice way up, I mean. Come on. Give me those. Let's weld this stuff. Yeah. We can go something like that all the way to the top. Hopefully our ship not gonna interfere with this. Hopefully. No guarantees, obviously. Now, do we need that cargo access point? To be honest, I don't think so. I don't think so. And even more. I think we can cover all of them, but I don't want to do that with walls or stuff like that. What I prefer to have here is these guys. Like that, like this. Come on. Why can't you put it in a correct spot? Because it shall be done from the opposite side. Okay. That makes sense. Something like that. That should do the trick, I believe. To provide it a nice feeling here. Good. And now we can access even that parking spot on the front. Yep. Shall be good. Maybe. Or not. No. Nah. Don't want to do it. Yeah. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, definitely. Maybe we could put a little bit more of ladders to get here and there. You know what? That might be not a silly plan. Let's take a look how it will look in this case. Yep, but it should be a little bit lower, so we shall get rid of that catwalk and put that ladder just inside. Can I please place it in a correct spot, like this? Good. So we have these stairs which lead us there, and here we can do the same exact thing, I believe. Like that. And come on. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Wait a second. Wait one bloody second. Where is that stuff? Here it is. What if we put a ladder like that there? Yeah, that conveyor occupies a little bit of the space we need here. But if we put it directly on that conveyor, it might be okay-ish. Let's try. Let's try that, why not? Nope, in this... Okay, what if I put it like that? Too high here, definitely, but I think we can work that around. We definitely can work that around. The only thing I'm worried in, it's gonna be really sticking out point of the ship. But you know what? I don't think that that's a huge problem. So let's grab some of these. Shit. Can I please have some steel plates? Thanks a lot. Yep. It might be like that, and of course we're gonna cover one of those, but I don't think that that's a huge problem here. Because... No! No! It should be one block higher. Ah, shit. That's not a big problem, to be honest. But, you know...
Inventory full.
You gotta be kidding me. Okie dokie, one more time. So we need to put it like that, but one block higher. And weld it up. And de-ionic this. And put that guy here, like that. Good. Let's weld it up. We can't put those guys there, but we can do something like... Come on. Is it in a correct spot? Yeah, it looks like it is. And now we can just accomplish it with... these guys. All the way to that position. Go with these guys here. Like that. And cover all that guys. Yep. Just like that. Oof. That's gonna be a nice stuff. And in my crazy mind, it feels like we actually need to color them a little bit differently. Because that's definitely gonna be a dangerous zone of our ship, so we need to mark it properly. Give me... I'm just curious. That's me? I cannot do double click, or this game plays dirty tricks on me. Considering 30 FPS that we're having right now, well, I think that's a game issue. Not my hand issue, but, you know, everything's possible. Yeah, something like this. And now let's get, yeah, that bright, nice color here and go all the way around. Yep. Even this one. Good. For that one, I don't want to change that color also because it looks too bright. Good. Actually, considering that's our landing spot, we might do something like that. For this position, though, they are lower. So how can we work that around? Okay, I think we can put something like two of those here and here to cover those stuff. And for this position, do we need something here? Yeah, I think we can put something like that. Oh, come on. Let's get the correct spot for you. Here we go. Ouch. That's obviously not gonna work. Okay, but that shall work. And now we can go and make them yellow also. Yeah, that's gonna be the stuff. And even if we go and do something like that to kinda... Yeah, I like how it looks. It looks cool. Now, for that spot, I covered it with small blocks, which probably wasn't a smart solution in this case. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna yank all of them out and then think how we can cover it in the other way. Because that's not a beautiful looking stuff. Come on. Yank this, yank that. It's too seamless, you know? Too seamless for our needs. We need something more textured here. So... grinding down these shenanigans again. What I do to my viewers? What I do, folks? What am I doing? Okie dokie. Now, can we fit that stuff twice as big? So we shall go with these ones. Here we cannot go with it also, so we shall go like that. And here I believe it's not gonna fit like that, but we can go and move these guys. One here, second there, and now it shall fit. Yep, it fits. Magnificent. And you know what? I don't even gonna cover these holes, because I think they are okay. Let's just weld everything up. Nice. And now we need to go and make all of them bright yellow. Yep. Here we go. That's a landing pad. No doubts about that. Good. We have all that way, we have all this way, and considering on a spaceship every hole is a dangerous spot, we're gonna do something like that also. And probably same exact stuff here, of course. Nice. Now, do we need to do something like this? I don't think so. What is these blocks on its bottom? That's just a ladder, I see. That's fine, we're not gonna touch that. Now, let's take a look where our... that stuff covered, which is not bad. It was on the end of our assembler. Okay. So that block on the end of assembler. So where is our assembler? It should be like here, I believe. Isn't it? Our way down. Let me double check. Looking at that stuff, it should be next block after it. Good. That gives us some idea where we should put it. So it should be put right there. Nice. So now it looked from that side, so we're getting getting in from that side, correct? Correct. Okay. And oopsie daisy, sorry, it's further from window. Good. Let's put it. Why not? We need that short one, of course. And come on. You can do that. You can do that. Don't play your dirty games on me. Yep, you should be put like that. And now we can cover that stuff with the half wall, obviously. Like this one. Good. Let's weld everything up. And then we can put our rails. Safety rails, I mean. But what prevents you from... Yeah, thanks a lot. Okie dokie. So, safety rails. They were put like this, that, and the small one, that one, right here. Good. Welding all of them up, painting them, and we're good here. Easy. Let's do like that. Come on. What's wrong with aim of that? You gotta be kidding me. Did I weld it totally? I did. No, wait a second. It says catwalk. Ah, it's catwalk stairs. That's right. All right. One more time. Something's off here. Yeah, it looks like it's not. What is that? What is that abomination here? Go away. It looks like it's not welded completely. Okay, let's grind it down and replace. Hopefully that's gonna help us. And we're gonna place it like that. And come on, let's weld it up. Here we go. One more time. What? I mean, and we got this bug also that we can't walk on it. Okay, it looks like I gonna paint it next time because it's don't wanna accept paint today. I mean, everything else around do wanna do that except for this stuff. And if we look on it from the bottom, we see that this guy is welded based on these lights on its sides, but this guy does not, even if it says that it welded up completely. Actually, let me take one quick shot trying to do that. And now exit menu and load it back. Hopefully that's gonna help us. Okie dokie. So let's load it. No. Yes. A lot of dialogues that looks just bloody the same. And each time you need to read carefully and think, or just remember which dialogue was that. Crazy. It makes me crazy. But the most fun stuff is that dialogue when you're trying to load one of previous save is, do you want to save before load? Oh, look at that. It fixed itself. Okie dokie. We are good. We are good there. We are good here. Now, it's actually about time to wrap up this stream. Oopsie daisy. How we end up having that flying light? Can I get it? Oops. I even almost stuck there. Nah, I cannot get it. Well, it looks like it's there forever. So, I'm gonna wrap this stream real soon. For the plans about why I stuck there again, if I didn't stuck there anymore. What's going on here? All right. We're gonna continue this stuff tomorrow. We're gonna prettify everything inside of the ship. I don't think that I'm gonna mirror that on an opposite side just because the opposite side is taken by that stuff. Maybe we can do it here somehow. Sorry. I can't stand, but I have to do that right now. Because I see a perfect opportunity and I just can't miss it. Shit. How can you even watch somebody that disorganized as I am? Okie dokie. So that's gonna go here, that's gonna go there. And the only stuff missed here is, of course, one of those. Come on. And just a little bit more steel tubes. Wait a second. 1 second, guys. We're getting there. Here we go. So, what? Give me the right color. Like that, like this, and like that. Look at this beauty. We have our second way up. Somehow I'm a little bit trying to stuck here or not. Nah, that's fine. Yep. Good. Good. It's asynchronous, but what we can do, all of these blocks are not mirrored properly. And nevertheless, it's beautiful. I'm just thinking that maybe I want a catwalk here, because obviously I don't want to paint our generator. But I wanna... Yeah, I do want a catwalk here. Come on. Yeah, like that should be a correct spot. And now let's yoink back this guy in the correct position, of course, like that. Now you're gonna be yellow, and you're gonna be yellow, and now it looks okay-ish. Yeah. It's kinda nice corner here, it's kinda nice corner here, and that stuff looks okay-ish. And the most importantly, we have that yellow line all the way through. So, till the next episode, which is gonna be tomorrow, I gonna bring in that mode, not mod, to be honest, that's just a blueprint with a bunch of colors, and we're gonna find the right color palette, both for our big ship. I'm happy with yellow, but I'm not happy with that blue. I don't like it at all. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna find the right color palette for our Green Hornet, because let's be honest, it's not green and it's not beautiful at all. Then we're gonna work on prettifying this ship further. To do that, the next home task for me is to put all the lights in different groups, which is gonna be a long and a painful process, which I don't wanna do on stream. And this will allow us to actually configure those lights and put more of them in the right places. Shit, I really love this ship, you know? That ship become beautiful. Let's do a little bit of overview. Oh, look at that. We moved a lot further during our testing. So from the back, just magnificent. Just magnificent. From the side, even better. And of course we don't have a correct lighting, do we? Let's return our sun back in something like this position. Great. Yay. That's the ship. We need to play around this stuff somehow also. I mean, maybe put a small catbox along, maybe something like that, we'll see. But in general, that's probably the most beautiful creation in Space Engineers 2 that I ever did. Yep. Anyways, folks, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks a lot for bearing with me. Thanks a lot for joining this stream. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Same time, same place. And I hope we're gonna do the same nice progress as we did today. So thanks a lot. Have an amazing rest of your day and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.